Hey guys, welcome in to the Friday night football here on Coal Grove Live. We appreciate you coming on, hanging out with us here. Make sure you hit that share button. Let other people know that we're on live right now. We're going to get started here in just a little bit. We're about 6 minutes away from kickoff. And we've got the national anthem coming up. So stay tuned. We've got Friday night football right here on Coal Grove Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and join us in honoring our brave nation, our many veterans, and our brave men and women keeping our nation safe at home and abroad with the playing of our national anthem by the Portsmouth High School Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Tony McBride.
Yeah, we're not standing for the Portsmouth alma mater. No, thank you. So, how's it going, guys? Thanks for coming on, hanging out here. So we're going to pull this up here, pull our broadcast up to take a look and see what's happening. So, make sure you hit that share button if you're joining us on YouTube. We appreciate you coming on and hang out there as well. You can find us over on YouTube. Just search on Coal Grove Live if you prefer that way. Or if you want to interact, you can put something in the comments and we'll talk about it as things go forward. 3:51 left to kick off, and we'll get things started. Hey, Susan Dilla, Tracy Chafin, and everybody else that's on, thanks so much. Kim Wilson, thanks for coming on. Jim Zorns, hopefully you've got your rally caps on and ready to go. Hornets trying to get back in the win column. Linda Ross, thanks for coming on. Somewhere around there, if you're watching, it could be at the bottom of your screen if you're watching on your phone or watching side, but you're going to have a share button right there. Hit that share button right there for us. We certainly appreciate it. So it's a couple interesting tidbits if you care to know. Hey, James Summer, how's it going? Linda Pemberton, good to see you. A couple things that are just kind of interesting is that Portsmouth has never beaten Coal Grove. I thought that was kind of funny. Was looking that up earlier. Portsmouth only has played Coal Grove 4 times since they have joined the OVC, and Coal Grove has gotten the win all time. So the Hornets will try to keep that streak intact. Hey Jim, Portsmouth's 4-1. They're going to spread things out, and they're going to try to get after it quick. So our defense is certainly their strength certainly falls right in line with maybe some of our weaker areas of our defense. We'll see how it plays. I think if we make the offensive play calls in the right way, I think that our offense has shown that we can put up points. Well, it should be coming out here in just a second. I'm going to share the broadcast down. I guess that We're going to take it right down to the wire here. Waiting to get started. So Hornets should be coming out here any time. A minute left to go here. And again, so interesting tidbit, like I said, that the Hornets have not been beat by the Trojans since they come into the OVC. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And until last year, it hadn't really been a close game last year. 36-34. Hornets come out with a win at Patterson Field. We'll see how tonight goes. A couple things we would be watching for tonight is to see if we can get some improvements on that outside contain. Obviously, that's going to be a point of emphasis. Also want to look from last week for improvements in the kick coverage game. So again, guys, thanks for coming on. If you're watching us on YouTube, we certainly appreciate it. Look forward to getting started here. And we'll get things going here. Friday Night Football. And that's through the back of the end zone. Hornets will have the ball 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Let's see how the Hornets decide to come out and start offensively. I think that the Hornets have we have a good offensive unit that can put up points, as we showed last week, put up 38 points last week. And Hornets going to get started. The two back, Borders under center. The ball is rolling around, and everybody was just looking at the ball. So first play from scrimmage, not a good indication of things to come here. And people were just watching the ball. So one snap, and it's going to be Trojan ball. Trojans in business from the 21. So Trojans, you can see, going to spread things out here. Pistol formation. Going to be handed up the middle. Now Parker's going to take the ball across the 20 down to about the 17, pickup of about 4. The second down and about 6 to go. Hey, Chris Bramber, thanks for coming on, hanging out. So, Jim, early parts of this game, we went under center and not so much. Didn't really spread it out here. Parker, one of the most watched backs here in Southern Ohio. Portsmouth in the pistol formation, takes a snap. And that's going to be incomplete. Little screen. And that's going to be 3rd down and about 6 to go. 3rd and 7 is what the official call is on the 18. So 3rd and 7 coming up. Portsmouth going to go back to the pistol. Hands off to Parker. Parker is going to take the ball up to about the 15, not short of the 15-yard line. And they're not going to have the first down, but you're in 4 down territory unless they have a field goal kicker. I don't see anybody running it off, so it is 4 down territory, and it's going to be 4th down and about 3 to go.
Watch the ball! Watch the ball!
Trojans spreading things out to try to get the defense. I'd say to spread out and probably hand off to Parker. It's going to be a little swing pass out to Parker, get him in space, and he's going to be down right outside the 10, and he is not going to get it. And Hornets force a turnover on downs. Good defensive stand by the Hornets. And so far, that's a much better showing. Of course, you're working on a condensed field, so shorter fields a little easier to work with. And that was looking pretty good. So that's encouraging, if nothing else, to force the turnover on your first play, have the resiliency to come back, and that's what you really want to see. And Hornets, if they can get out and play offense here, going back into that 2-back set, Borders is going to be under center. Right up the middle and marked down about the 12-yard line, 13-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. Second and 9 coming out, only a 1-yard gain, and again, let's hope that they get some things moving along here. And Parker, running back, is also looks like playing defensive end. They're pulling everybody up front. Looks like a 6-man line, and Stapleton able to squirt through, but for a couple yards. But it's going to be 3rd down and about 5 coming up. So 3rd and 5 here. Hornets going back to that tight set. It's going to be a 2-back. Wing back out to the right. Borders under center. The hand and nothing doing. And it's 4th down, and the Hornets are going to have to punt. And I think the number 10, Storms, is going to carry the ball. And Hornets not pushing, not opening things up yet. So after forcing the turnover on downs, Hornets will punt. And that's going to be a kick out of bounds, but it's going to be a bad kick, bad punt. And they're going to walk it back up to the 32-yard line. So Spartans still in business. Kick from the 13. It was only a 19-yard punt. So Portsmouth going back, spreading things out, trips out to the left, single receiver far side in the pistol formation. And that's going to be jump off sides, and that's going back the Trojans up 5, and they're going to do it again. Parker comes out to the slot, and that's number 1, Parker, right there in the slot. Trips it to the left, single receiver out to the right. It'll be a quick throw to the sideline. And it looks like it's going to be a gain of about 5 yards. Back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up. So Jeff Pemberton, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe there's some strategy here to where they can open it back up, but can't keep going 3 and out for sure. Second down here coming. Hits Parker. And Parker's going to break the tackle, and he's going to be in for the touchdown. It didn't look like anybody wanted any part of that one, and so 7:34 left to go here. First quarter, 6-0. Trojans strike first. Looks like that they're not going to be running the ball a lot, but they're going to try to get their backs out in space, and Colger would do well to try to replicate and do a lot the same. And that is good. So, first quarter, 7:34 left to go here after a good defensive stand. They're going to score on about a 30-yard pass, give or take. Hornets have some work to do. Hopefully the Hornets this week will learn a little bit from what they did last week and start making some adjustments earlier in this game. We'll see how it goes. Stapleton, Storms, and Wheeler back to receive. And actually, Portsmouth has a pretty good kicker. Surprised they didn't come out early on and kick the field goal, but it's going to be going to Storms. Storms is going to take the ball up to the 25. He's going to be marked just a hair past at the 25 and a half. And it's going to be 1st and 10 Hornets. Unofficially, and I can't confirm this, but unofficially, Kyle Clement Parker is a bad man. Funny enough, Hornets have done a pretty good job his entire career bottling him up. So we'll see how things go from a rushing standpoint. That was scored on a pass. And Hornets are going to go back to the I formation. Kick to Storms. And Storms is going to take it back close to a first down. He's going to be about 2 yards short. Be 2nd and 2 coming up. The visitor side bleachers here are not very far off the field, so we don't have to zoom very much. And when we do, it's been a little bit of a challenge. But Hornets go back to I formation. Borders under center. He's going to hand the ball off to Stapleton, and Stapleton takes the ball up, and it's going to be 3rd down and less than a yard to go, which big back, Portsmouth has to know what's coming here, and it should be some kind of a power. But as we understand it, we're not 100% certain, but as we understand it, Coach Jay Lucas is calling offensive plays now. It had been there had been a change up there for the play calls. I formation, Borders under center, and they're going to stack the box. Handoff to Stapleton, and Stapleton will be up past the 40. It's about the 44, 43, and it's going to be a Hornet first down. Good for first down there. I think a lot of our plays here should be good if we can actually get outside. I always like that spread open things up quite a bit. Our biggest rushing game was whenever we were running from a little bit more of that spread. But I formation, handoff to Storms. Oh no, I'm sorry, it was hold, and then Borders is going to be tackled for a loss deep in the backfield. Loss of about 5 or 6. And it's going to be second down at about, I'm going to say second and 15. That one just looked like that there wasn't quite, from an execution standpoint, it didn't look like that was executed quite right. So we'll see how that goes. Back to two back. Border gets under center. Yeah, there's going to be flags on the play, and it's probably going to be a false start. And Hornets are, let's see here what the play call is. Offside. So we would be in a neutral zone infraction. That's going back us to 5 yards, and that's going to put us in a second and 20. And Hornets not doing themselves any favors here. He called like it was an offside, but it's not really an offside. It's just somebody was lined up in the neutral zone. Two back, Borders under center. Handoff. There's the Storms. Storms breaks free. And he's going to be tackled inside the 15, about the 14. Big play for the Hornets. And that's what they needed. They've needed a few of those things to get some momentum going. So the Hornets are going to have the ball inside the 14-yard line with a first down. Borders under center. Snap. He's going to be, it's a design quarterback run. Gets a couple yards on it. It's going to be second down and long. Should probably get the flag off the playoff. I should probably leave that on there all the time. Maybe it'll give him some good incentives. So second down here and 10. It shows no gain on the play. With 4:13 left to go here in the first quarter, Hornets driving. They're going to be inside the 15. Looks to be about the 14 and a half. Looks like the Hornets going to try to snap the ball quickly. Handoff is up the middle. Storm still fighting across. He's going to be up to about the 10-yard line. Just short of the 10-yard line. And there's going to be a timeout, Colgrove. Goes Lucas, sees something he doesn't like, and he's going to try to get it corrected quickly. Third down and about 7 coming up. What does it mean neutral zone? Okay, so neutral zone, there's an area of the ball that, or there's an area where your hand can't be in front of the ball, right? Or there's... I don't know the official distance, but there's an area to where you have to be behind the ball, and then the defense can't be in front of the ball coming across. This basically keeps it, quote unquote, even. So you're, so you get something going there. So somebody had their hand down too far forward is basically what it means. You guys hit the share button. Let some other people know that for an away game, it doesn't seem like we have as many people on as what we usually do. So you can feel free to hit that share button and bring some people on. And there's going to be a quick conference between the white hat and the side judge. And something the back judge, there's some problem that's going on that there's a quick conference going on. It looks like Hornets go come back in to an I formation or two back formation. I actually do like that. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Craig Haney, Oh, better leave that one alone. Okay. Whereas hands off to Stapleton, and Stapleton's going to have it across the 5, up to the 5, and it's going to be 4th down and short. 4th and less than 1. Big play here for the Hornets. This is a good play. This is a good time to run the old quarterback sneak if you just needed that. You need something that quick. Boards under center, takes a snap, hands off to Stapleton. Stapleton is in for the touchdown. The side judge, and he's in for the touchdown. So Hornets able to get on the board there. John Turner, freshman in to kick. Puts it through, and it's through. Freshman John Turner gets the extra point to go. And with 3:07 left to go here in this first quarter, it's Hornets 7, Trojans 7. Hey, Mark, yes, we are on YouTube tonight as well. So you can go over there and check out all the goodies there. Nothing special, but we are there. So, Jeffrey, what do you think about that? John Turner, the freshman. Touchdown run by Austin Stapleton. So, one of the most underrated backs, I believe, in Southern Ohio. Of course, you know my affinity for him. I think he needs to have 20 to 25 carries a game. But the freshman steps in, able to put one through the uprights. J.C. Dameron out as a kickoff special to get things started here. So Parker's going to be back to receive. My best guess is that they're going to get some kind of a squib kick that they're not going to get the ball in Parker's hand at all. We'll see what happens. And Hornets are going to drop somebody, and there's a fumble. Is there a fumble? And the Hornets might recover. Oh, no, he was still just running. So Hornets are going to drop, and Portsmouth has the ball on their own 40, maybe 41. And it'll be first down. Spartans. But there's a whole big moving pile of people that were moving around, and it looked like that perhaps maybe somebody had picked it up and it was going the other way. So Parker in the pistol. Twins out to the left. Motion. Ball's going to be given. And Parker's got the edge. And he's going to have a first down. Gave him about 16. It's going to be first and 10 down to the 43 of the Hornets. Turner tough. That's funny. Pistol formation. Snap, straight handoff to Parker. Parker's going to be hemmed up. I like our inside the tackles defense. I like it really well. He's going to pick up about 1 on that. I'd put that against anybody. Just working the outsides and getting the secondary, getting their stuff done. Knock me down with a feather. So I will say John Turner, he lives in our neighborhood and he's part of the neighborhood pack, so it's good to see him get an opportunity and knock one through. Of course, Darren Morgan, great Cobra picker, out to screen. Boom! And Chase Hall, freshman, is going to step up and he's going to give a little kiss. I think it was Chase Hall who made the initial hit. And that's going to be a slight loss to no gain. He hit it. Oh, it was an incomplete pass is what it was. I was like, he was tackled for a big loss. Pass. And that's going to be picked up after the big play on a 3rd and 9. And it's going to be a Trojan first down. I called him a Spartan earlier, didn't I? Trojans, Spartans, goofy-looking helmets, whatever they are. Hornets playing that soft zone, and the Portsmouth quarterback able to find a little open spot. Portsmouth in the pistol, motion. Handoff goes to Parker. He's trying to get outside, and he makes it outside. And the gang tackles are coming. Big compliment in there on that tackle. He's going to be taken up. Gets it up to the 25 for a couple-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming in. I'll have to go back in and watch that again coming back in. Trojans waiting for the play call to come in. 1:06 left to go here in this first quarter. Everything knotted up at 7. And Parker is going to be out in the slot. They're going to be rolling him out in a bubble screen probably. Takes a shot. And Trojans are going to hit on a long pass. And it's going to be 13-7, pending the extra point. There's a flag on the play. It's a penalty on the Hornets, and that's going to be declined. And that one's going to be good. So 14-7 with the first quarter winding down. Yeah, Sherry, I don't actually know how that was a pass as far as that goes. It looked like it was a forward pass, man. It was close. I had to go back and take a look at it. Now, if you go over YouTube and watch on YouTube, you'll be able to actually rewind it as it comes through. So if you want to see replays and that kind of stuff, you're more than welcome to head over to YouTube and be able to do that. So Wheeler, Storms, and Stapleton back to receive the kick. Hornets just got to keep sticking with it. That's going to go into the end zone, and the Hornets will have the ball 1st and 20. 1st and 10 from the 20, rather. It's 1st and 10 for the Hornets. Border goes under center. Hand off to Storms, and he's trying to get outside, but he's getting held on to. Take it up to a gain of about 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 7 coming up. Gain of almost 4. Corey Borders back to the line, goes under center. Quick pitch out to Storms, it looks like. And Storms is going to be tripped up right near the 40-yard line. Let's see where they mark him. Back up to the 42-yard line, and it's going to be a Hornet 1st down. And that's going to do it for this 2nd quarter. So, Hornets trying to get the job done here. Going into the 2nd quarter. Trojans are up 14-7. Ball will be on the 42-yard line. Coming back this way. So it's funny, we talk about, which I, of course, hey, I like going with a spread offense. I think our offense has a lot of potential, and I think it's good to be able to bounce back and forth. But so far tonight, everything seems to be working. Maybe Portsmouth was prepared for us to go a little bit wider. Maybe they just don't have the same size, or, so comparable size. Maybe we're a little stronger and we can push them around. And hey, take advantage of what they give you. I do agree outside where it's at, Jeff. If we can get outside, we just got to seal the blocks off just enough in order to give him a little wiggle room. Border's going to be under center. Storms at tailback. He's going to hand off to Stapleton. And Stapleton will have it up roughly a gain of about 7. I'm going to say it's going to be 2nd and 3 coming up. Oh, he didn't get quite as far as what I thought that he did based on where the yard marker guy goes. So it's going to be more like 2nd and 6. Borders back under center. Storms is going to run the ball hard, break a couple of tackles, and that's going to be a Hornet 1st down. This may, and obviously this is one of those times to where, if it's working, you just keep sticking right with it. You don't want to get them to score too much, and you can control the clock and keep sustained drives going. This is a perfect, acceptable way to do it. Trying to get outside, that's going to be a tackle for a loss. It's going to be a loss of about 2 yards. That's going to be 2nd and 12 coming up. Oh, they're going to mark him back. I can't rely on this yard marker guy at all. He just completed hallelujah. 2nd and 12 coming up from the 48. Tried to get outside on that one, but it was pitching it to the short side of the field, so that's got to be an obvious thing that we start looking at as well, whether we take it. But Parker is on that side, good athlete, which means he's going to get on top of it. Hornets come up, get under center, and get going quickly. Looks like a little slice trap, and that was completely, there was something that was off there. Somebody went the wrong direction, and that's going to be a big loss. Back to the Hornet side of the field, and it's going to be 3rd and 17. And this is where that kind of offense can get in a little bit of a trouble because now it's 3rd and 17. You know what's coming. You know you got to throw the ball. And now, of course, the Portsmouth sideline is screaming, watch the screen. But you know now they can just pin their ears back and come. And there's going to be another timeout taken by the Hornets to try to strategize on this one just a little bit.
Timeout, Old Road.
So Hornets are in the game, and of course our ground and pound offense has been doing pretty well for at least a couple of drives, but we're stalled out here after a couple miscues. So what it looks like is as long as you're executing and you have no miscues or penalties, you're in good shape. So that's something to keep in mind. So Hornets on a 3rd and 17. We'll see what they decide to do here. Trickery. My best guess is that well they've got one receiver wide. And it is going to be a rollout pass. And that's going to be an incomplete pass. Justin Hicks with another drop pass, and it's going to be 4th and 17. That would have been right. That was right at the sticks, and that would have been good for a first down. Hornets going to come back out, bring the punt crew out, and another missed opportunity. That one's a good kick there. Penalty. Blocking the back. But that one's coming way back. You're going to be coming back at least to the 25. Probably going to be a 10-yard penalty back to the 25. Plus another 10 yards on top of it. So it's probably going to be sitting around the 15. That was an easy call to make. My best guess would be that it's going to be a hold. We'll see what the officials have to say about it. Punt coverage, if it wasn't for those penalties, of course, maybe it would have been fine. But let's see what the penalty was. There may have been 2. There's a hold, a block in the back. I believe they're the same thing. There's one way up the field, too. One that I didn't see. There's one up here as well. White hat giving Coach Lucas the details as far as what's going to happen here. 7-0 Gallia over Fairland. 21-0 Ironton over Peak. And let's see what the call is. Running into the kicker. Blocking the back on there. So the running into the kicker was declined. And then we took the block in the back, which should back him up. But running into the kicker, typically only a 5-yard penalty. It's not roughing the kicker. So it wouldn't have been a first down anyway. So Coach Lucas decides to back him up. And that's going to be 1st and 10 from, I believe, about the 15. So the 16-yard line is where the Trojans will start things off. Hey, Debbie, you might, well, if you can't hear me, you're not going to be able to hear this, but you might just have to hit the unmute button. Parker is going to be in the backfield here. Going to motion, tries to get that little swing pass. A little swing pass, tackled in there by Malachi Wheeler. A big gain up to the 40-yard line. Let's see, he's going to be out. They're going to mark him at the 40. They're going to mark him at the 40. And it's 1st and 10. So coming from the 15, basically the 15 up to the 40. Going to be a 25-yard gain and a Trojan first down. A little swing pass has been effective for Trojans. Have scored 1 touchdown on it already. And there was that's going to be a false start. It looks like a number 62. They're going to bring him in to see if somebody was drawn off sides. That's what the conversation is going to be right here. And they're going to see if it's encroachment or it's a false start. They're going to say it's encroachment. That we drew them off sides. So they're going to get 5 yards and it's going to go back to being a first down. So first down, 5 yards to go here. 8:53 left to go. Second quarter. Trojans up 14-7. And Coach Jay Lucas is giving the side judge the business. Pistol formation. Give and hit is in the backfield. Back to the 40. So Reese York is going to drop him back to the original line of scrimmage. And they're going to move it to second down. So no harm, no foul, courtesy of Reese York. Nice play by that young man. Throw the headset, Coach. That's funny. He hadn't thrown it yet. I'm pretty sure someone on the board is going to be pretty mad at that. So it's Trojans in the pistol formation. Go take the snap. Hands off to Parker. Parker up the middle, and he takes it up to pick up about 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 5 coming up. Again, Hornets have done a pretty good job bottling Parker up inside the tackles. He hasn't done pretty well, but as soon as he gets outside on that little swing pass, he's done a little more damage. So big third down here for the Hornets at 3rd and 5. Trojans in the shotgun. It's going to be, and let's go. And that's going to be completed on this bubble screen for a Trojan first down. Back to a pistol formation. Quick screen. He's going to be dropped for a very short gain, maybe a 2-yard gain or so. 2.5. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. Second and 8 coming up here. Twins out to the left and right. Pistol formation. Snap comes, and he's looking to throw all the way. And he's going to be able to get loose. No, he's not. He's going to be taken down for a sack. Justin Castle is going to get in there, but I believe Ben Compliment made the initial head. Maybe Reese York, but either way, the interior of that defensive line does the trick. And we're going to be dropped for a long loss back to the 50-yard line. And it's going to be third down and about 18, 17, something like that. So another third down and 17. We'll see if the Hornets can get a stop here. Going to be a pass. Go get it short. And Storms is going to get the tackle. He's going to drop him in about the 46-yard line. And that's going to be fourth down and, the 44-yard line. And that's going to be third down and long, third and 11. Fourth and 11. And they're going for it on fourth and 11. Big play here. They're probably going to be throwing the ball, and with 5:09 left to go in the second quarter, the Hornets are going to take, I believe, their last time out of the first half. And on a big play like this on fourth and 11, probably a good time to do so. So, guys, tonight, if you haven't tried it, little local flair for you, Rainey's Beef Jerky. You can look down on the bottom right-hand side of your screen for Rainey'sBeefJerky.com. It's all locally made, fantastic stuff. Got several different flavors, and they're the sponsors of our player of the game, Rainey's Beef Jerky. So, as we get into the game, you can, at the end or middle of the fourth quarter, we'll take your submissions for the player of the game for the Hornets, of course, because it's a home broadcast. So you can choose a Hornet to win player of the game. Sponsored in there by Rainey's Beef Jerky. So big play. Obviously, it's going to be a pass to pick up 11 yards. Got to watch for that little swing pass. We'll see if that's come back here. And it's going to be a drop punt is what it's going to be. Get away from it. And that's going to roll out of bounds. That's going to roll. It doesn't roll out of bounds, but you're going to have it about the 27-yard line. Little drop kick or drop punt by the quarterback. And Grove will have the ball on the 26, 27-yard line. So, hey, we'll take it. Burned the timeout over it, but we'll take it. If I only had teeth. You guys are funny. So, second quarter, 5 minutes left to go. It's been chilly here. It's been 90-some-odd degrees all week long, and now it's cool tonight. Perfect football weather. We'll see what the Grove decides to do here. It looks like we're coming back in, and we're going to stay back with our ground attack game. Storms is going to be up past the 30, almost to the 33. And it's going to be second down and about 4. Second and 4. Yep. Guys, I'm not for sure exactly what we're going to be doing at halftime. If the Hornet Band comes out and play, then we'll have them. I'm going to assume that unlike it has been in the past where it was, I think it was Portsmouth West that played to their own sideline. I don't think we're going to do that. So we'll stay right here live. Borders under center is going to hand the ball off. And he's going to be up to about the 39. That's going to be a Hornet first down. 4:13 left to go here in the second quarter. Hornets going to try to get some points on the board. We were talking earlier after the touchdown with that extra point being made by John Turner, Darren Morgan. He's the nephew of Darren Morgan, and Darren was a great kicker. Ended up going to Youngstown State. Nothing doing there on that run. Went to Youngstown State, won a couple national titles there. Youngstown State is the kicker, so of course John's only a freshman, so he's got several years to to kind of come into his own with that. I'm sure that he's got some great tutelage there. Hornets going to get to the line, going back to that two-back formation. Borders under center. And he's going to roll. Wheeler's going to be across the 40. Only pickup of a couple, maybe. Well, I don't know. He's going to pick about 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 come up with 2:56. Too much time. Seems like he's running off. Looking for ball control, but at 3rd and 5, looking for the right play. And we'll see what the play call is here. That's going to be given to Stapleton. Stapleton's going to take it, and he's going to have the 1st down with 2:24 left to go. It's on our side of the 50, but we're 2 yards away from Trojan territory. We're going to probably have to open it up into their 2-minute offense. And you've got some other guys coming in with Hicks and Storms coming in, trying to get, I'd say it's time to start opening up and get some of our other athletes in. Maybe go stick with a power game with Wheeler coming off. And it does look like it's going to stick. I see more urgency getting up to the line, and so I do like that part of it, and it's going to be a pass. And Hicks is going to catch a pass off the play action. And there's going to be an injured Trojan down. He'll have it down almost to the 20, down to the 21. So good pitch and catch there. Borders connecting with Hicks. Hicks makes up for that pass 4th down catch right there with the long catch. So with 151 left to go here, we're going to call timeout here with injury. With 151 left to go here in the 2nd quarter, Hornets are in business down on the 21. Time for the old razzle-dazzle. Okay. I don't like as much razzle-dazzle as we had when we played. The extent of it was about the hook and ladder, which we actually never ran. I'm sure that you guys, it was always in the play. It was always in, but we just never did anything with it. I don't ever remember running it ever once. So when you're running, that play action ends up doing a pretty good job. We only had one receiver in, so we probably were only running one route. I formation. Borders under center. He's going to take the snap, hands off to Stapleton. Right up the middle. They're going to get right back on the line. They should start. They're going to run another play in. 143 and counting. It's pickup. It looks like about 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 7 coming up. And a lot of the skill guys have their wristbands on this week, so they could potentially just call the plays in. We'll see how that goes. Borders under center. He's going to take the snaps, the pitch. Storms makes a little shifty move, and he's going to be down inside the 5-yard line, down to where it looks like the 2-yard line for the Hornets, and they're in business 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Might be the 3-yard line. Let's see where it's placed. The 2-yard line. So Hornets, 1 minute and 18 seconds left to go here. They can run a little bit more time off here. But I think you know what's coming. You hand the ball to Stapleton and let him get after it. And that's what they do. And he's in. No, they're good. He needs to get back on. He's down to the 1-foot line. 1:06 left to go. And they're just going to let it run for a little bit while they're on the half-yard line. I do like the no huddle, but we're trying to under 50 seconds here. And we got 16, 15. It's a play call right now that they got to make sure they get up on the line to get it ran. We're under 8 seconds left, and they're just got to get on the line. And they are running with some urgency. That is what I do like. 4, 3, take the snap. He's going to give to Stapleton. And Stapleton does not get in. 26 seconds. And they're going to snap. They're just going to snap it. Okay, there goes. They're going to snap it. And down it. That's going to stop the clock with 15 seconds left to go. It's 4th down and goal from the half-yard line. So Hornets in business, making it work. Quarterback sneak. That would be probably a pretty good play from the half-yard line, wouldn't it? We'll see. It looks to me like we're between the 1 and the goal line. Board to go running the play. This is a 4th down play right here, and it's either going to be good or it's not going to be good. Hey, Donnie Ray, how's it going? Hornets comes up, and they just push the pile, snap it, and he's going to be stopped. And then we're going to go into halftime. Seems like that would have been It seems like a quarterback sneak with Alston Sable coming up right behind your quarterback and pushing him in would have been the way to go about it. But Hornets are going to miss a prime opportunity, and those are the those little tiny opportunities like that are the things that either make you or break you. Those are the things that could determine whether you win the game or lose the game. And the Hornets, the Trojans rather, had the ball coming out of the half. I think they're going to be running this ball right up the middle. I'm sure that they're going to try to get in it. And they're going to down the ball, and they're going to get into halftime. So, folks, it's halftime. And that should have been, I hate to say it, but that should have been a touchdown for the Hornets. But we're not going to have that. So, guys, we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to make my way over to grab something to drink here real quick, and we'll be back here in just a little bit. It's halftime here in Portsmouth. Trojans up 14-7. Hornets been given opportunities, but they're not taking advantage. We'll see what the second half brings. It'll be Trojan ball coming back out of the half. So stick around, stay tuned. We'll be back here in just a little bit, right here on Colgrove Live.
Trojan homecoming ceremonies beginning in just a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Portsmouth High School Marching Band to the field to play the music for our 2019 football homecoming ceremony. Also welcome as they enter the field our candidates for homecoming this year. We're going to begin with, of course, our freshman class. Our first attendant for freshmen, Taylor Cork, a daughter of Lori and Darius Cork. Taylor's a cheerleader and a member of show choir, pep club, and swim team. She's escorted by Jake Carter, a son of Marta Carter. Activities for Jake are a member of the golf, baseball, and swim teams. Our next attendant, Sydney Johnson, daughter of Julie Sanders Johnson and Eric Johnson. Sydney's activities include cheer, volleyball, swim, softball, show choir, and pep club. She's a member of the Cornerstone United Methodist Church. Escorted by Vinny Lenardo, son of Lindsay Mitchell and Donnie Lenardo. Vinny's a member of the golf, basketball, and baseball teams. Kirby Morris, daughter of Josh and Cassie Morris. Kirby's a member of the volleyball and swim teams. She's a cheerleader and a member of the PHS show choir. Also participates on the dance team and circuit art theater. Kirby's a member of the Cornerstone United Methodist Church. Escorted by Nolan Highland, son of Richard and Melissa Jackson. He's on the football team, basketball, and track team, and attends Cornerstone United Methodist Church. Our final freshman attendant, Skyland Robinson, the daughter of William Robinson and Brittany Manor. Skyland's activities are varsity basketball, track, show choir, and doing community service. She's escorted by Aiden and Hinkle, son of Amanda Blevins. Aiden's activities include baseball, basketball, and track, and also works throughout the week at the community center. And now our sophomore attendants, starting with Ella Gullett, the daughter of Eve and Chris Gullett. Ella's activities are volleyball, quiz bowl, pep club, and mock trial. Boys tennis, show choir, all-county choir, and Captain Trojan. Ella is the sophomore class president and a 4.51 scholar. She's escorted by Connor Emnett, son of Richard and Kelly Emnett. Connor's a member of the swim team, cross-country team, track team, and show choir. Our second sophomore attendant, Kendall Kern, the daughter of Jonathan and Michelle Kern. Kendall is a member of the varsity volleyball and varsity softball team. She participates in pep club and a member of Spiketown Club volleyball team. She's a 4.51 scholar, attends Christ Community Church, and is active in the youth group. Escorted by Jesse Dixon, son of Lucinda Hodge, who participates in basketball. Madison Terry is our next candidate for homecoming tonight, daughter of Rachel and Keenan Terry. Her activities include varsity volleyball, softball, travel softball with West Virginia Dusters, and pep club. Also participates in art and community. Madison attends Cornerstone United Methodist Church and is escorted by Noah Carver, son of Jamie Carver and Antoine Moore. His activities are football, track, and show choir. Our final sophomore attendant, Olivia Ramey, daughter of Jeff and Laura Ramey. Olivia's activities are varsity softball and volleyball and pep club. Also participates in travel softball and club volleyball. Olivia is a member of Faith Baptist Church and participates in youth activities at her church. She's escorted by Xander Young, a son of Doug and Whitney Young. He's a member of the varsity cross-country team and the varsity track team. Now on to our juniors. Our first attendant is Whitney Green, daughter of Tanya Green. Whitney's activities are cheerleading, show choir, and spending time with friends and family. She's escorted by Trevor Pope, son of Savannah Pope. Trevor loves to play basketball, works, goes to church, and loves to draw. Hopes to attend the University of Kentucky. Jalen Harris, the daughter of Sonny and Leslie Harris. Jalen's activities include cheerleading, show choir, and key club. She's a 4.51 scholar and attends Christ Community Church. She's escorted by Hayden Uardi, son of Chris and Tanya Uardi. He's very active with baseball and played 2 years of football. He attends Christ Community Church. Evan Jordan, daughter of Shelby Jordan and Devin Jordan. Evan's a 12-year participant at Cirque du Art Theater, enjoys cheerleading and running track. She's escorted tonight by Zach Ward, son of Les Ward and Angela Ward. He's a member of the National Honor Society and plays baseball and attends Life Family Worship Center Church. Our final junior attendant, Chloe Benton, daughter of Beth and Howard Benton. Chloe is the junior class vice president of the Physics Club, and treasurer of the Key Club. She's a 451 scholar, a member of the PHS show choir, varsity cheerleading and track team. She's also involved in competitive cheerleading. Chloe's a member of Christ United Methodist Church in Ciderville. She's escorted by Sam Finn, son of Mike and Angie Finn. And Sam is a member of the New Boston First Church of the Nazarene. He's an Eagle Scout with BSA Troop 12. He's a 4.551 scholar and a member of the Quiz Bowl and mock trial teams. Also a member of the swim and tennis teams and show choir. Our senior class attendance, starting with Megan Calvin, daughter of Amanda Calvin and the late Michael Calvin. Megan is the secretary of the senior class and secretary of the National Honor Society, a member of the varsity volleyball team, varsity swim team, and track team. Also a member of Southern Ohio Spikes volleyball team, Megan is a second-year student at Shawnee State University in the College Credit Plus program. She's escorted by Luke Rodbell, a son of Barry and Melissa Rodbell. Luke is a member of the varsity tennis team and PHS show choir, and he attends Life Point Church. Our second senior attendant is Catherine Davis, daughter of Ron and Laura Davis. Katie's the president of the National Honor Society and vice president of the senior class. She's a 3-year varsity member of the swim team and volleyball team, a member of Key Club, mock trial, and a College Credit Plus student. She's escorted tonight by Jack Workman, son of Bruce and Polly Workman. Jack's a member of the varsity baseball, basketball, and golf teams, and a member of the PHS show choir. Our third senior attendant is Hannah Lynn Hughes. Hannah is a daughter of Abby Hughes and Brian Hickman. Hannah's activities also are varsity cheer and varsity basketball, escorted by Ethan Boggs, son of Mary Sue Boggs. Ethan's activities include baseball, swimming, and cutting grass. He's also studying for the Army, and he enjoys hanging out with friends and his mommy. And our final senior attendant tonight, Jaden Rickett, daughter of Bobby Rickett and Grant Underwood. Jaden is a 4-year class president, a member of the National Honor Society, College Credit Plus, and Key Club. Jaden is a member of the basketball, volleyball, and track teams. She's a cheerleader and a 4.551 scholar. Jaden is also a certified phlebotomist. She's escorted by Nicholas Howe, son of Tony Tyndall and Ronnie Howe. Nicholas is a member of the soccer and swim teams. Our last year's queen, Savannah Spence, a daughter of Nick and Becky Ferrara and Jeff Spence. Savannah is currently attending Shawnee State University, majoring in early childhood education. Escorted by Dalen Spence, Savannah's little brother is a sophomore at Portsmouth High School. He's the son of Nick and Becky Ferrara and Jeff Spence. Dalen plays baseball, basketball, and golf. These are your attendants for homecoming tonight and last year's queen. And now, announcing our winners for 2019 football homecoming, starting with our freshman attendant, Skylin Robinson, daughter of William Robinson and Brittany Manor. Escorted by Aiden Hinkle, son of Amanda Blevins. sophomore attendant is Ella Gullett. Ella is the daughter of Eve and Chris Gullett and escorted by Connor Emnett, son of Richard and Kelly Emnett. Our junior attendant is Chloe Menton. Chloe is the daughter of Beth and Howard Minton and escorted by Sam Finn, who's a son of Mike and Angie Finn. And our senior attendant. Tonight's senior attendant is Jaden Rickett. The daughter of Bobby Rickett and Grant Underwood is escorted by Nicholas Howe, son of Tony Tyndall and Ronnie Howe. Ladies and gentlemen, the Portsmouth High School Trojan football homecoming queen tonight is Hannah Lynn Hughes, the daughter of Abby Hughes and Brian Hickman, escorted by Ethan Boggs, the son of Mary Sue Hobbs. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome all of our attendants and winners and our queen, Hannah Lynn Hughes, the football homecoming court. This concludes our homecoming ceremony, and there will be a dance in the Portsmouth High School cafeteria immediately following the game till 11:30 tonight. The queen and her court are to report to the center of the field for pictures at this time. Queen and attendant sashes were provided by the Portsmouth High School Trojan Print Shop. Also, a special thanks to the PHS class of '59 for the donation of all the homecoming flowers for this evening. Congratulations to all of our homecoming court this year. Freshman Skyland Robinson, sophomore Ella Gullett, Chloe Benton, junior attendant Jaden Rickett, our senior, and our queen Hannah Lynn Hughes. Congratulations. Skyland Robinson, you need to report to the field. Halftime in quarter cash. The ball ended up on the 3-yard line in the south end of the field. That is Josh Morris. He wins $250. Josh Morris, come claim your money.
So, guys, we're back. What do you think? How things going, and what do we need to work on here in the second half to keep this thing going in the right direction? Kind of curious on your thoughts. You can put them in the comments. We've got another 3 minutes on to the game clock here in just a second, so. If you're joining us over on YouTube, certainly appreciate it. We got that going over there. Just checked in on those guys, and thanks for guys and gals, I guess. I don't know who you are, but thanks for coming over and hanging out. Looks like we're working on some more squib kicks here to start. We'll see how that works out. Hornets just a couple plays away. They let up a couple big plays and got to make a couple more plays on offense, but this game is probably a lot closer than what the Trojans would have anticipated. I'll be honest, it's closer than what I would have anticipated. We'll see how things shake down here in the second half. I think that at halftime, your halftime adjustments and the coaches that are able to make those adjustments are where the rubber meets the road. We'll see if that holds true here in the second half. Halftime scores: Wheelersburg's up on Memphis 7-0. Oak Hill is up on Lucas Valley 14-10. Eastern Pike, I don't even know who Eastern Pike is. (28-6) at the half. Ironton over Chesapeake. So the more that we start looking through here, the more games you feel like sometimes we maybe gave away early in the season, but we'll get started here shortly. In the second half, we'll see if things can turn around here. You're and Facebooking, but need my comments too. That's funny. Actually, I saw that they enabled our comments over on YouTube, but we're only keeping track of just one. Actually, I actually have an app that we can see it on both sides. I just can't. We can't see who comes on. So 7-0. Rock Hill is beating South Point 7-0 at the half. So Hornets, I think, are in good shape. But they're going to be. I think that the Hornets can be in good shape here, and they can get some things started. They just gotta come back out, play some defense, and get a turnover. If they let up another, if our defense lets up another score, it's going to change the offensive complexity. We're not going to be able to ground and pound because, well, you shouldn't be able to ground and pound because you need to work on a little bit quicker pace. So we'll see how that works moving forward. Hi, Chris Byrne. Hey, Jenny Carey, how's it going? It's a little nippy outside here tonight. Good football weather. Fall finally showed up. It's been hot all week long. And we'll get things rocking and rolling. Hornets are going to kick the ball off here to start the second half. Trojans will have it again. They need to... Hornets are going to have to get something started. And the Gallia score at halftime. Gallia's up on Fairland 21-0. J.C. Dameron set the kick. Here we go to get the second half started. And that one is going to be dropped at the 43-yard line. Again, I hate to give the team's starting position at the 40 all the time, but got to do what you got to do, I suppose. We'll see how quickly that the adjustments are going to be made here. Portsmouth going back in to the... And they're going to go deep right off the bat. And the first play from scrimmage is a long touchdown pass. Hornets was not ready for them taking the shot. 57-yard. And that's going to open the half. And that's the one bad thing about giving the ball up at the 43-yard line. Kick is up and good. So now we'll see what the play calls are like now. So 11:47, we're 13 seconds in. Trojans are up 21-7. Well, that escalated quickly. So 13 seconds in, first play from scrimmage, long pass play, saw something there, and again, they made the change. Of course, there was plenty of opportunities to tackle him as well, and we just didn't. So always still something that we're going to have to work on. Malachi Wheeler, Austin Storms, and Austin Stapleton back to receive for the Hornets. Yeah, I would guess average starting position for the Hornets have been the 20-yard line, between the 20 and 35. Actually, probably between the 20 and 30, and the average field position for the Trojans has been starting at around the 40-yard line. You know, it's just tough to make anything happen when you're in that kind of shape. Austin Stapleton has the ball, and that's going to turn it on its head a little bit, and he's going to have the ball up to the 45-yard line. That's good starting position, and we'll see what the Hornets can make out of it. So a lot of time left to play here. Hornets can probably afford to, Hornets can afford to push the ball a little bit like they did in the first half. But I take you back to the first half whenever they were on the goal line, and if they had scored before the half, the entire game would be a completely different complexion. Storms is going to be up, have the ball up to close to the 50-yard line, pick up about 4. It's going to be second down and 6 coming up. The strategy, some of the offense strategy, which this has happened as well. If you got a potent offense, well, you want to keep their offense off the field. So, I mean, owning that possession time is a good thing. 2-back set, wing out to the left, Borders under center. He's going to take the snap, gives it to Storms, and Storms is going to lose. He's going to be no gain back to the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 3rd and 6. And Hornets can't afford very many 3 and outs. Third down and 6 to go here for the Hornets. Trying to control the offensive clock, and when you start getting down, it kind of backfires on you a little bit because out of control, you need the extra time. And a designed quarterback run, and he's out. Borders is going to have the first down, and he may be gone, and he is. Touchdown! First touchdown for Corey Borders. And that's what we like to see. Wait for the Hornets to come back and respond. And eventually you know that little quarterback counter is going to work at some time. Freshman John Turner in. Let's see if we can get something here. Root on the freshman. Snap, hold is down, kick is up, and it's going to be blocked, no good. So doesn't get that one off. But with 10 minutes left to go here in the third quarter, it's 21-13. Hornets down by 8. So Hornets need to do a good job coming back and being resilient. And we'll see where the next step is here. Coach Lucas trying to get the guys fired up. The kickoff team will go out. Let's see if they'll push the ball down the field here a little bit and see what happens. So Dameron sets and gets ready to kick here. The kick comes. That's going to be in the air. And he's going to be up. It's about the 41. So not much different in starting position between the two. And it's going to be first down and 10. So defense, try to keep those big plays to a minimum. And I'm sure that now that that's on the radar, that they'll put some things in to work on that.